We welcome to the stage Susan Batten, representing the English department from Forsyth Tech, talking about her experience in Dr. Angelou's classroom.
Hi. I was 26 when a friend of mine in grad school excitedly told me I could take a class with Maya Angelou. I assumed she was joking. She was not. Thus, we embarked on 16 weeks spending time with a genius. The first day of class, Professor Angelou made us all physically write down the last names of all of our fellow students because we should not, quote, presume an intimacy in calling anyone by their first name. We were all Mr. Davis, Mrs. Collins, etc., except me. She heard my last name, bellowed with laughter, warm and sincere. Batten. Well, look at you, Miss Batten down the hatches. I'd never felt more seen. She presumed an intimacy with me alone. I was honored, touched, and incredibly intimidated. She was a legend, and she liked calling me a pirate name. Her voice was a purr, a rumble, a rebuke, and always irresistible. No one could look away or not listen, not even when she told us she'd been assaulted. We'd read I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. We knew this had happened to her, but hearing a legend tell you such a thing makes you sit back and just simmer in your own rage over that fact. We knew she had been rendered mute in the face of her attack, but here she was, just stating the truth, making sure her story was told fearlessly. She turned 80 while I was in her care, and as an amateur baker, I made her birthday cakes, featuring the phrase she put on the board on day one. Quote, homo sum humane nihil a me ali imputo. Attributed to Terence, circa 150 BC. Roughly translated, she had told us, I am human, therefore no other human can seem alien to me. Almost every utterance felt like a revelation or a daily joy. Poetry, children, was my rainbow in the clouds. Or, if you can't be on time, be early. Or, I once stayed in a castle with gargoyles, and the lady of the manor had never seen someone with skin like mine. That last was when she toured with Porgy and Bess. She was the only cast member to learn the local language, and she sat with the elderly matriarch, stroking her cheek and saying, thank you, mother, we appreciate you, in Romanian. She was kind to her core. She invited students into her home, made us her own recipe, banana pudding, and told every one of us how special we were. On the last day of her amazing class, she stood. She had been wheelchair bound for most of the term, but that last day she took a minute, and then she stood up on her own volition. I'll remember those words until the day I die. Because I've taught you, she said, I belong to you. I am yours. What does that mean? It means if I can ever be of use to you, I want to try and be of use to you. Maybe you'll need a letter of recommendation. Maybe you'll need a shoulder to cry on. Maybe you've just had a bad day and need someone to listen. I am yours. I belong to you. She then sincerely gave us her personal phone number and a fax number. I know, I'm old, but trust me, faxes were a thing. Now, as an educator myself, I quote Professor Angelou on the last day of my classes, telling new generations of students that they too have someone who belongs to them. I don't have a fax machine, but they get an email and a phone number. Because my students are my rainbow in the clouds. I still have her numbers in my phone, not because they can reach her, now beyond our grasp, but because they remind me of what a great educator can do, how they can make us feel, and how we should all strive to make our own students feel every day in every way we can imagine. Thank you.